President Obama is sending up to 3,000 American troops into the heart of West Africa's Ebola epidemic. His new plan follows criticism of the U.S. response to the outbreak. At least 4,700 people in 5 countries have been infected. At least 2,400 of them have died. Dean Reynolds is at the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, where the president will speak this afternoon.
Good morning. The Obama administration is calling this a significant expansion in the U.S. fight against the most severe Ebola outbreak in history. Thousands more in U.S. personnel and millions more in U.S. aid will be sent to West Africa in the hopes of turning the tide. In a four-pronged attack, President Obama will increase U.S. resources in West Africa aimed at slowing and eventually stopping the spread of Ebola.
We're going to deploy their knowledge and resources to try to help some of the governments in Africa meet the needs of their people.
Called Operation United Assistance, the administration hopes to galvanize international partners into action while significantly expanding its own contribution.
Making an investment here early is critical to trying to snuff out this problem before it becomes a much more widespread problem.
Among the investments, an additional $88 million for equipment and supplies, 17 treatment units, each with 100 beds and up to 3,000 military personnel to help contain the epidemic and train up to 500 medical workers per week for as long as needed.
What we say is train the trainers, right? Train the local people so that they can do all the work.
Time is critical. The epidemic is growing exponentially and supplies are rapidly dwindling. Officials say assets will be on the ground within weeks, but international aid groups like Doctors Without Borders have been sounding the alarm for months. The U.S. focus will initially be on Liberia, where the rate of infection is fastest.
This is a very large epidemic. It's going to take a lot of effort over a long period of time. This is not going to be over quickly.
Now, to push for greater international involvement, the U.S. is calling a special session of the UN Security Council on Thursday to discuss the global implications of the Ebola outbreak. And Mr. Obama is going to seek stronger commitments from other heads of state at the UN General Assembly next week.